Welcome everyone to this new edition of the #Unplugged series. This is going to be a really exciting roundtable discussion. The topic for today is how mobility is changing retail distribution production from the production floor to the storefront. So with me today are my esteemed guests. I have with us Dr. Ralph Ostertag, who is the Director, Digital and Technology, Asia Pac HEINEKEN. I also have Mr. CK Chong, who's the Group CIO, QSR Brands, and Nathalie Duchemin, who's the Regional Strategy and Business Development, Mobile B2B, Samsung Electronics. So welcome to all of you. I'm really glad that all of you are here on board, and we're going to tackle this interesting topic. So my first question will be for you, Ralph. Ralph, how can organizations augment mobile tools with their existing field workforce to meet productivity standards, despite now with the crisis having a smaller workforce and most of them are distributed and spread out? So over to you, Ralph.
Thank you very much, Rama, for the intro and the great question. Let me start maybe with our ambition at HEINEKEN, because we want to become the best connected brewer in the world. And this is also very relevant for this question, because what does this mean? We want to connect our customers, our consumers, and our own employees and our breweries. And if you talk about the impact on our own workforce and how we can leverage technology and mobile solutions in this context now, I would like to talk about two examples. The first one is about our workforce in our breweries. And concretely, the second example would be our workforce in sales, our sales reps who visit our customers. And let me start with the example about the breweries. We have the operators in the breweries, and we have there a global initiative which has been already scaled up, which is called the Connected Worker in the breweries. And in the end, we have different solutions where our operators can work with their mobile devices in the breweries, but even remotely. And to give you a few examples, we have one solution which is called digital TPM. TPM is our lean manufacturing methodology which we use, and the operators, they can use on their mobile device an app to work with TPM, which they can use wherever they are in a brewery, which is really empowering them to do their job well there. They have also mobile solutions there to work on their tasks, so we can plan their task and they can use this to fulfill their tasks if they're in the brewery. And they can also they have a solution which is called Swipe Guide, where they have all the guides they need to handle the machines, and they can also swipe through these guides with their mobile solutions. Actually, my favorite is more in another area, which is regarding remote assistance, where we also use mixed realities like augmented and virtual reality to empower our workers and operators in the breweries. We also empower our sales reps if they visit our customers in the field. And our sales reps, they visit the customers in the field, and they have a mobile Salesforce automation solution, which they can use to prepare their visit and plan their route and prepare the visit of the individual customers. And they can also use it on site when they have the discussion and the visit to fulfill different tasks in the field. And maybe just to add that one point, this is extremely relevant in the times of COVID, because in old times we could fly our engineers also or experts to other locations. This is nowadays in many countries not possible. So this is really kind of essential to still support other locations from a assistance perspective.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ralph. I'll move on now to ask CK. So CK, you deal a lot with all your retail shops in your storefronts. So the experience at the stores now needs to transform rapidly, right? To offer what they call more contactless, yet tactile and even immersive, like what Ralph said earlier, shopping experience, right? Especially with the brick and mortar stores. So can you sort of share with us how mobile technologies is helping to transform that experience?
So when we talk about quick service restaurant, our KFC and Pizza Hut restaurants, we talk about our kitchen where we produce, our finger linking goodness, and the front counter will be selling to our product. And obviously, we have been using our e-commerce platform and also our mobile apps, our branded mobile apps for KFC and Pizza Hut for engaging our customer. We have been doing that for years. But really, what mobile can really help is actually to make our customer experience a lot more immersive. For example, when we started our mobile app journey a couple of years back, we are only taking orders from our customer. Then we will deliver the product to our customer, wherever they are, be it at home or in the office. Subsequent to that, we added new feature like we allow them to do self-collect. And just a couple of months back, we have released another new service offering where customer can order. They can actually drive their car to our restaurant curbside, and then they just to pick up without having to park their car and go into the restaurant. This is to really counter the customer concern now with COVID-19, social distancing, and things like that. So I think these are the offering that we are really offering our customer. Apart from that, we are also using the mobile platform to enhance our delivery experience itself for our customer. Each and every of our rider delivering food to our customer now are given a mobile app. From the mobile apps, they do a lot more wonders things. Now they can track the location. They can use the GPS to guide their route to deliver to customer without having to scratch ahead and find ways manually. So I think this certainly help our delivery fleet to be able to deliver food shortest possible time to our customer while our pizza is still hot and fresh. This is very important to our taste, what I call a commitment to our customers. So with mobile technology, it really helped to strengthen our customer experience that way.
So CK, if I hear you correctly, you mentioned about being more customer centric, and some of the mobile solutions that you talked about, were they already done like pre-COVID and you just evolved during the crisis?
Yes, we in fact has been serving our customer through what we call the omni-channel that we have. So now, post-COVID-19, since last year, our digital channel has been contributing significantly to our total sales mix for the brands. Both brands are same.
Okay. So this is when I'm going to ask Nathalie. So Nathalie, you've heard from both Ralph and CK, and it's quite obvious that retailers now have to quickly evolve, right, to meet the new landscape, influenced by the pandemic crisis as they head into 2021 and beyond. So what do you think retailers have to do further to empower their retail associates, to create what they call a differentiated experience and continue, right, to compete with what they call the pure online players, right? And if you have some examples, can you please share them with us as well? Go ahead, Nathalie.
Sure, thanks. I mean, there were already some great points mentioned by Ralph and CK. So I think they mentioned like the two aspects. One is like the employee-centric, improving the employee experience, and the other one is a customer-centric, improving the customer experience. So if you go in the employee, what Ralph mentioned, and what we see is the mobile convergence story, that like what a mobile phone in the hands of an employee can do. So there was one example with Walmart recently this year, where Walmart is giving all its employees a mobile phone, a rugged device. And just by this, having a mobile phone, you transform the ways of working. You have new connections and you have new opportunities, as Ralph mentioned, augmented reality. So it's a new way of working, and it helped them during the pandemic also. And Walmart is the same. So by giving this mobile phone, there's a new way of working. So the customers, they don't have to go into the back of the store to do the punch in. It's just when the mobile phone connects to the Wi-Fi of the retail store, they already did the punch in. So you have cost savings by saving time. The mobile phone at the same time is your scanner, so your mobile scanner. So the employees in the store can do the scanning, also ad hoc scanning, or just pick and collect also help with this scanning. And then it also helps to enhance the connectivity. So both, I think DK Ralph mentioned about being more connected and the supply chain and more communication. So you can do it with a mobile phone. The mobile phone is like your walkie-talkie. You use the push-to-talk function. So it's all in one in this mobile convergence, is helping really to empower the employees and be more efficient and then also cost efficient. So and the strengths, what we see, I mean, with all those different use cases, is that you can tailor the mobile phone to your business needs. So with solution like our Knox solutions, you can configure your devices to how you need it for each business situation. And I think that's the strength. It's business ready to go, this mobile phone. And of course, it's mobile. There's a security, also data security in it, which is also important in these times. So in order to stay competitive, you have to be more efficient. I think, as I said, like stock picking, every employee with the phone in the hand can do stock picking now. So you are more efficient, but also delivering a new customer experience. That what CK mentioned, the customers come also to a retail store to have a better experience. So reducing friction points of customers, like waiting time, processing time. You can also do contactless. I mean, we saw a rise in contactless solution, contactless payments, contactless delivery. All this helps with the customer experience. And then also the sales associate has the phone in his hand, so they have all the information in its hand. So if the customer comes then to a store associate, a sales associate, they can answer. They have in real time the right data at the right time, and then you can increase customer satisfaction, customer loyalty.
In the past, when people were using the different devices, right? Each device had a particular function. But now it's all, consolidated in a way of manner of speaking into one device, right?
Exactly.
And everything can be done with that one device. So do you see more functions being added on as we evolve, as we go along?
I mean, I think that's the beauty of a mobile phone. There's it's an open platform, and you can develop it, and you can really tailor it and customize it. You can, what we also saw, a customer at DM in Germany, or like Drogeriemarkt in Germany, or so Walmart, they use it like for training. You've got training apps, so you can also use it for employee training. So also have a more HR perspective, let's say, by just using a mobile phone. And it really enhances the end-to-end experience and opens up new possibilities.
Yeah, and I'm quite sure it provides more convenience also with the fact that you do not have to switch, to many devices just to get the done.
Exactly. So convenience also, and if you look also on the legacy, like legacy scanners, which are a bit big and bulky, they're rugged, okay, but they're big and bulky, so it's not as convenient. And if you look at our phones, we have also rugged phones, so they're also perfect for the retail environment. You can drop them and all this, but they are not. I mean, they're not as big and bulky as they were anymore. So they're really the same like a consumer device. So it also have a great employee experience. At the same time, it really helps also to reduce the cost of device breakage.
So yeah, I fully agree to what Nathalie and CK said before. I think that the key is really a very customer, in our case also consumer-centric approach. And we call this unified customer ecosystem at Heineken. If you're a bar and a restaurant, you can order from your phone 24/7 our products. You can also have promotions there. You can get proposals for the best next order and so on. And this is super convenient.
Very much like Ralph's case, yeah. The so-called the supply chain, or in the connected brewery. In our case, we call connected restaurants. We call it kitchen. Yeah. So at the moment, we are rolling out in our KFC restaurants a mobile app that allows us to manage our raw ingredient, be it cooking ingredient, be it chicken or cheese or whatever that we need in the kitchen. So we are using actually mobile platform to actually manage the inventory management, and also supply chain integration with all our supplier. And that actually put a lot of what I call efficiency in our back of the house. So capitalizing on mobile technology and also the AI engine and our data platform, we will be able to use this platform to really do good analytic and projection. So apart from that, we quickly also deploy a lot of a mobile platform to our customer to start tracking the rider, like what I mentioned just now, so that they can actually, or KFC to our customer, using the shortest possible route in the mobile phone, and that really helped to reduce the time that I mentioned just now. Yeah. Apart from that, we are also looking into possibility in the future to use the same app that used by our rider to do more customer engagement. Like
in fact, I have to thank all you panelists, Nathalie, CK, and Ralph. Fantastic discussion. I've learned a lot from all of you, and I think we did a lot of justice to the topic about how mobility is changing retail distribution operations. We talked about it from the production floor to the storefront, and some really good examples from all three of you. And I'd like to thank you. And until the next time I meet all of you, thank you so much and goodbye.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very much.